Hey everybody. I wanted to make like kind of like a series talking about family court, just everything, the process, mediation, child custody, judges, attorneys, domestic violence court, just everything revolving like court and the process with, if you all have children and things of that nature with the narcissist. Now, where I come into play with this, I do have a 11-year court case custody battle with the narcissist. So I have a lot of, understanding and of how the court system works, and I've been to court plenty of times. And I am just going to do child custody and all these things that I just mentioned right now for a while, because it's a lot of things that I have to I want to share with you guys, and I just really, it's just a lot for me. I want to share with you guys and help you guys learn things, and maybe you guys can help me learn some things too. I mean, I don't know everything just because I've been in and out of court for 11 years. But in this video today, I want to talk about empathetic judges, empaths. I want to share my experience with you guys, and I want to tell you guys what to look for if you are concerned about your judge's personality, and if you're worried about what's going to happen in your custody case, and you have the right to be worried. This person can change a lot of things in your personal life, can alter your personal life in a way that you may or may not want it to be altered. And it's dealing with your child. Your child came from you. You birthed your child, and you're emotionally and connected, rightfully so. And this person, they're an enforcer of the law. So you are, nobody's going to be good enough to, really tell you what to do with your own child. That's the truth. That's how I felt. And I'm just coming to you guys just to explain these things to you, because it's a really sensitive process. And in court, they try to make it like black or white, because, it's the law that, we have to abide to in our land. So I'm going to break this down in the best way that I can. And I wanted to talk about judges, empathetic judges. In my case, several years ago against the narcissist, I had a judge who was an empath, and I didn't realize what it was at the time. I didn't even know what the term narcissist was at that time, to be honest with you. I just knew that he had issues in the courtroom, just the show he was putting on, just lying on me, just manipulating, twisting things, telling half-truths. Like, he'll tell a story or a situation that this involved our child that we share together, and half of it'll be true, and then the other half he'll just start lying, and it was just crazy, but in the courtroom. But my main point of it was that this lie that he told was a very, very serious lie. It was a false allegation against a family member of mine's. It was a very serious false allegation of sexual abuse. So that automatically brings a lot of stress to people, because the first thing you're thinking is this court system really going to believe this? This didn't happen. Your family members know this didn't happen, but that's what narcissists will do. They will hurt everybody around you just so they can get to you. They will take everybody else out around you, or they'll try to, as that's what I meant to say, to try to get to you, because they're so evil, so vindictive. And they have no empathy, no remorse. They don't care about serious lies or hurting people, because they have no empathy. They don't care. So anyway, we're in the courtroom, and I am I'm not in a good mental state, because I don't know how to explain it. Like, it's just gut wrenching. My nerves are torn to pieces. It's just not a good day for me. I'm not feeling good. I'm sick emotionally, and I'm sure my family member was, my dad was, making these allegations against him. So I am just panicked. I shouldn't really be, but that's just how it is, because you just don't know what's going to happen. You don't know what the outcome is going to be in court. If you're not used to court like that, or, You just don't know, because these individuals will lie so much and go with it. So he comes in the courtroom with a gang, a gang, literally. His mom, you know, just his mom's friends, and it was just crazy. It was just crazy. So he comes in there with his posse, and I am just like, wow, is this judge going to believe what what these people are saying? I already know it's false. I already know it's a lie. My family member knows. I couldn't imagine what my dad was feeling. He was probably feeling like way 10 times worse than I was, because he's probably like, am I going to jail for the rest of my life because of a lie that this guy has made against me because he doesn't like my daughter? So in the courtroom, not good. I'm not good. I'm trying to hold it together. The judge, is a woman. She had called me while I was at work, and the courthouse is like, come to court right now. So I am just scrambling to get off of work and flying to the courthouse. I wasn't crying at that time about it, because I feel like I've already cried enough tears. I was already cried out. I guess I was suffering from like anxiety and PTSD at that time. So I just had a lot of bad nerves. I was really, just really at a low point. I just felt really low, felt really down. I was just nervous and just, a little paranoid, and I just couldn't really sleep at night. I just was going through so much, because this is what narcissists will do to you. We all know. But anyway, back to the court case. I'm on trial against this pathological liar, sick, malignant narcissist, because this is what malignant narcissists will do. They have no remorse. They don't care who they lie on, because it doesn't bother them. It doesn't bother their feelings. They don't have, see, me, person like me and you that's listening to this video, you can't do that. You can't sit here and tell a lie on somebody like that's not true, because you have empathy. You know what I'm saying? You can't do it. You're not built for that, obviously. But narcissists, they are built for it. So anyway, the judge is up there. She already talked to my stepdad. She already interviewed my son, and he was, interviewed, CPS, and the caseworkers already talked to him, and he was so small then. He just like started talking not too long ago. He was so small at the time. So by the time I come in the courtroom, I don't know that she talked to them. I'm just calling there. I'm just called in there. I didn't know anything that she talked to him and my dad already. So I'm there, and she asking me, was your son, raped, or did you know he was raped? And I'm like, no, it never happened. I'm looking at her. I'm like, it never happened. This is a complete lie. She was like, how do you know? I was like, I wash him every night. I bathe him. It just didn't happen. And this guy has been attacking me through court. Like, he started attacking me prior to this. We were going to see other judges in the courthouse, because it's different judges. We were going to the judge for a restraining order. That's another judge. She doesn't do that. We're going to a judge for because he tried to get his mom like grandparent rights prior to this, and she lost. She thought she was gonna. This is a long story, but I'm just gonna make this short. She thought that by her getting grandparent rights, she could take my rights away from me and take his rights away from him, and she could just have all the rights. But what they were trying to do is get him off of child support. But that's not how it worked. The judge told her, I'm not gonna give you her rights and his rights while they're still living and they're still breathing. What sense would that make? That doesn't make sense. You can see your grandkid on the time that he's with your son. Okay? That's what the judge told her. So I already knew it was a lie. He was attacking me. He tried to get a restraining order against me. Malignant narcissists will do that. When I got one against him, he went back. He just vindictive. Tried to get one against me. And the judge threw that out. So we had been in court prior to this. We've been in child support court. And, we've been to court. We've been, we already had issues going on. So I was explaining this to the judge. And I just said, I just looked at her and I just said, Your Honor, it's not true. This guy is very mean, very vindictive. He's just trying to, win sole custody. It's not true. I just told her from my heart what happened. I said, I would never let a kid get hurt by anybody. I would never cape for anybody. To my knowledge, I haven't noticed anything wrong with them. I give him a bath every night. He's fine. He's never crying or anything like that. And I just explained it to her from the bottom of my heart. And I said, the dad, he's on drugs. He's a drug addict. He's a liar. And I asked her to drug test him. And this is where everything started to turn around in my favor. She called the probation officer from upstairs, and they came downstairs with a drug test. They went to the back and drug tested him. And before he walked out the bathroom, the probation officer signaled to the judge like he shook his head. And she asked him on the stand, the narcissist, you failed this drug test. Yeah, he tested positive for drugs. And he was like, I was at a party, and she was like, stop lying. And she just started fussing at him, and she just went in. She said, you're a pathological liar. You come in my courtroom, acting like you're living in a glass house, but you're throwing stones at her. That's the comment that I will never forget to this day. I will never forget. You act like you living in a glass house and you're throwing stones at her. She said, you're a liar. You're a pathological liar, and I'll take your rights away if I have to. So she was not saying this in the same tone that I'm saying it in. She was pissed because it ruined all her other cases for the day. They had to clear their whole schedule for that. That's an emergency custody trial. So this is the point that the name of the video. This judge was definitely an empath. She cared. She cared about her cases. She cares. You know what I'm saying? She has empathy. She understands. She has feelings, and you could tell. It came out. It showed in the courtroom. She's not up there just to be up there. She had a very good reputation through other cases as well. A lot of people liked her. She has very good reputation. So you will know if your judge is an empath. They will have a good reputation. It's something you could probably look up online, or attorneys around town will tell you. They're like, yeah, she's pretty good. She's pretty good. She just did not like a lot of judges that are empaths. They will see through the narcissist. They will. They just have that psychic ability, and I don't want to call it psychic ability really like that. They have discernment, really. They can see right through them. They know they're evil. They know they're wicked. They know they're trying to harm you. So if your judge is an empath, it will show in the courtroom. They will, how can I put it? Like, they'll understand your side, and they will pretty much side with your story, because it all adds up. How can it not add up? If you're telling the truth, it has to add up. So they're using their ability as well. Empath judges will use their ability because they'll see your case and your story for what it really is, the truth. And that's pretty much what I wanted to say, guys. I'm just so thankful for a judge like that turned my case around in a lot of ways, because it's still on record that, he failed a drug test in the courtroom. So I'm so thankful for that. That was a part of a big custody trial, and it was really big. Police were involved, Child Protective Services were involved, and I was just thinking to myself, I want to be on the news. Like, my case is going to be on the news. Before everything turned around, I was so scared. I was just like, this is going to be on the news. Them stories that you read about, cases like this. I'm just so thankful. I am so thankful. I will never, ever forget a judge like that. But she no longer is in office, and that sucks. It sucks. So enjoy an empathetic judge while you can. If you know you have one in your corner, if you know you have one in your city, and they're the judge on your case, make sure you take the narcissist back, even if he's not acting bad like that. Because the narcissist, she shut him down. He didn't take me to court for 5 years. He left me alone for 5 years. But now we're back, and it's a new judge, and I highly suspect she's a covert narcissist. But that's a different video that I want to shoot for in the near future about narcissistic judges, how you can tell and what to look out for. So if y'all want more videos like this, just let me know. Share your experiences with me too. Like I said, I am going to do more videos like this, sharing my stories, and I want to help you guys. Like, I want to help you. I know how hard it is. I know how bad it sucks. I know what you're going through. I know you're going through anxiety, PTSD. You're going through all of these mental health issues and depression and things like that, and you need somebody to talk to you that was that's in the battlefield. I'm still in the battlefield. You need